Welcome back to TNC Fishing. Today we are going over the 6 Cents Fishing Fall Bundle. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright, so we've got a light brown sack this time. I know I haven't done any 6 Cents in a while, and I've had a bunch of people ask or want to see me unbox some more 6 Cents stuff, so I decided to grab this for the fall and see if it's really worth it. I believe it's to be $75 worth of baits in here for $50, I believe. But yeah, let's see what we've got in here. All right, first thing, we've got a finesse jig, and it's a 5/16 ounce in River Crawl. Again, that's the finesse jig, and it's specifically the ball head finesse jig in River Crawl. This looks pretty nice. I haven't gotten a chance to use any 6 Cents jigs. I know some people like them a lot. It is nice. This one does have a screw lock system on it. I don't like that the rubber band they had on the skirt, I don't know if it melted a little bit, but the skirt's having trouble coming apart. I think it's stuck together pretty bad. It's got a pretty sharp hook. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Next, we have the Divine spinnerbait, and this is a 1/2 ounce, and it is in Bone Truce Pearl. And because of this packaging, I'm not going to actually take it out of the package. That way I can hang it over my rack over there. But it says it has a hand-tied skirt, a screw lock bait keeper, premium blades and swivels, and it's treated stainless wire for maximum flex and vibration. It looks pretty good. You got a gold blade here and a silver blade here, but it looks pretty nice. What I've experienced in the past, including this jig over here, their hooks are pretty sharp, so I'm sure this one is too. So next, we have another Divine spinnerbait. This is a 3/8 ounce size, and it is in Shad Pro. So everything still applies to this one. A little bit lighter, different color, and you got 2 silver blades instead of a gold and a silver. All right, so next we have a pack of 6 Cents lockdown hooks. These are the 5/0 size. So these are kind of similar to the owner screw lock. It just doesn't have the centering pin on the screw part. If I'm not mistaken, that's a proprietary thing for owner, so nobody else can use that design. But yeah, I can see these working pretty well for like some swim baits or something like that. All right, so next we have a pack of spinnerbait trailer hooks, and these are 4/0. So I don't know if I've ever gotten any hooks like this before, but they make sense. But yeah, they make sense. I mean, you've got this little piece of rubber. So I'm assuming the spinnerbait hook would actually go through the rubber through the eye of this hook. That way it holds it in place better. But I can see these being useful. Yeah, they don't give you any rigging instructions, but that's got to be what you do. But yeah, these could go really well with those spinnerbaits. Okay, so the next thing we have is we have a Crush 100X. This is 5/8 ounce, and it dives 2 to 5 feet, and it is in color shad greens. Again, that's the Crush 100X in shad greens. Yeah, as usual, the 6 Cents hard baits, like the quality just seems to be there. Hooks are sharp. Only thing I see, which it may just be a design, like a flaw with the paint process on this design, but there's a little bit of area under here where the paint didn't go all the way up to the bill, which, I mean, it's not going to affect anything. It should be hidden enough that no fish would ever notice that there's not the color of a fish there. But yeah, this looks like a pretty good fall color. I mean, it looks pretty accurate to some general like brim or small panfish color. So I think this could be a good one for bass in the fall. All right, next thing we've got in here is we have a flat finesse F4. This is a shallow crankbait. It's 1/2 ounce, and it dives 4 to 6 feet. And it's in chartreuse black back. Again, that's the Flat Finesse F4 in chartreuse black back. So yeah, this is just a flat. You can see it's flatter than most crankbaits. It looks like it's a circuit board bill on it. But yeah, I mean, I can see this working really well. They ought to stand out pretty well in some muddy waters. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a 6 cents crankbait. Can't go wrong. All right, so the next thing we have a Quake 80 suspending. It's a 1/2 ounce weight and it dives 2 to 3 feet. And that is in color Table Rock Pro. Again, that's the Quake 80 suspending in Table Rock Pro. Yeah, this looks pretty good too. Definitely a lipless crankbait. Yeah, I mean, it can't really go wrong with what's essentially a bone color with some pearlescence. That should work just about any time of year, so gotta work in the fall too. Yep, sharp hooks. I mean, like I said, it's 6 cents. The quality's always been there when I've opened their product. So, all right. Next, we have a pack of Flush 5.2-inch soft jerk baits, and these are in Gizzard Shad. Again, that's the Flush 5.2-inch soft jerk bait in Gizzard Shad. So these are kind of like a, I don't know, light smoke, almost I don't know, translucent pearl plastic with definitely some gold and some purple, maybe a little bit of black flake in it. It's odd. It almost looks like there might have been a little bit of trash in the mold when they injected this one. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. There's a little brown spot right there inside the plastic. I mean, it's not going to affect anything, but it looks like it could be, I don't know, maybe rust from inside of something metal like the mold or something. Anyway, I mean, I'm not a huge soft plastic jerkbait person, but these do look nice. Don't have anything bad to say about it, but yeah, I think these could go. I can see these working on both of those spinnerbaits actually as a trailer for it. All right, so the last thing in the sack is a pack of Bongo 3.7 in green pumpkin. These look just like a pretty standard creature bait, almost crawfish design, but not quite crawfish. Again, that's the 3.7-inch Bongo in green pumpkin. Yeah, I don't know if I could say these are super innovative, but this like crosshatch pattern is a little bit different. I don't know what it would change about the disbursement of water, but it ought to make a difference. And then the little flaps, it's almost like they extended the flap past the little boot portion of it just a little bit. I guess it would just give it just a slightly different action than if it just ended at the little boot or scoop part. But I mean, seems like good quality again. But yeah, I don't think it's bad. And of course, green pumpkin's a classic. It works all the time. All right, so what do you think about the fall bundle? Do you think it was really worth $75? I feel like $50 is kind of pushing it to be a value on it. I know 6 cent stuff's usually a little bit more expensive, so maybe it really would add up to like a $75 value if you bought it individually. I think everything in here would definitely work in the fall. Again, I'm not a huge jerkbait or a soft plastic jerkbait fan, and it's not that I just don't like them. It's just I just haven't used them enough to really kind of get confident that they'll work. The bug crawfish thing would work great with that finesse jig as a trailer. The flush, that would work with both those spinnerbaits. And yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about the hard baits. I like what was in the bag, but yeah. Let us know down in the comments what you think. Do you think it was worth $75 or maybe even $50? But if you enjoyed the video, make sure you give it a like and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss videos like this in the future. We'll see you on the next one.